Welcome to Monday Night Raw, and we have an action-packed card ahead of us tonight as we have Mercedes Mone taking on Candice LeRae in the main event in our World Heavyweight Championship Women's Tournament. But we have The Miz taking on Dolph Ziggler in our Men's World Championship Tournament. And these men have a lot of history, you know. I cannot wait to see that pan out. But to open the show, we have our Women's World Championship Tournament match as Asuka takes on Roxanne Perez. I believe Asuka will be making her way to the ring. Wait, what's this? Ladies and gentlemen, I am checking my plans for tonight, and Sheamus was not scheduled to be out here. I wonder what brings him to the ring. I am not sure. He is not in his entrance gear or anything. He's just coming out. He's not scheduled to have a match here tonight. I am as confused as you are. I have no idea what's going on. I wonder what Sheamus has to do or say. He seems to be upset about Imperium costing his match against Gunther last week. Sheamus is challenging Gunther for his Intercontinental Championship right now. Gunther making his way out here with the Intercontinental Championship in hand. Will he accept Sheamus' challenge? And Gunther, he's setting up obstacles for Sheamus to go through. And I think tonight, we're going to get Ludwig Kaiser taking on Sheamus. And if Gunther can beat Ludwig Kaiser this week and Giovanni Vinci next week at Night of Champions, we're going to see a rematch between Sheamus and Gunther. But it is for the Intercontinental Championship next time. Yeah, we're getting that match right now. It's Ludwig Kaiser gonna make his way down to the ring.
And his opponent, representing Imperium from Hamburg, Germany, weighing in at 220 pounds, Ludwig Kaiser!
As we know, Ludwig Kaiser is a very talented individual. As we know, he usually teams up with Giovanni Vinci, but Triple H is yet to announce a tag team division, and it could be holding Imperium back. As we know, Ludwig Kaiser, he might have lots of ring rust. He hasn't had a competition in a while, and it could play a factor in his match against Sheamus tonight, as Sheamus only competed last week, but Ludwig Kaiser, he hasn't competed at all. This match is underway. Sheamus taking no time to get straight into it with the drop toe hold, but Ludwig Kaiser counters. Beautiful head scissors there. And once again, beautiful technique from Ludwig Kaiser. Irish trip into the corner. Big enziguri. Drop kick. What beautiful offense from Ludwig Kaiser. An Irish whip. No, he pulls Sheamus right back into a belly-to-belly suplex. And who do you know can throw around Sheamus like that? Oh, only getting a 1 count. Sheamus showing no sign of any type of hurt, any type of tiredness. Now Ludwig turns him around with that right hand, but Sheamus pulls him right back. Ooh, Ludwig Kaiser with a counter. Sheamus refusing to go down though. Irish whip into the corner. Now Sheamus, he has Ludwig Kaiser on his shoulder. He's gonna go corner to corner with him. Ramming the back of Ludwig Kaiser right into that turnbuckle, and he follows right back up with a trio of Irish curse backbreakers. And Sheamus is on fire here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But Ludwig Kaiser maybe trying to put together some kind of comeback. But no, Sheamus, he battles right back. Sheamus sending Ludwig Kaiser to the apron. And this is vintage Sheamus right here, clubbing blows again and again right to the chest of Ludwig Kaiser. 10 big strikes, sending Ludwig Kaiser plummeting to the outside. Sheamus getting this back inside the ring, right where he wants it. But no, Sheamus, he sends Ludwig Kaiser over the ropes again, and he's just gonna battle away at that chest of Ludwig Kaiser, and you can see the welts forming on Ludwig's chest already, the redding, the bruising, and Sheamus is showing absolutely no mercy. He's just letting all his frustrations pour out right into the chest of Ludwig Kaiser. Into the cover. No! Ludwig Kaiser just gets his shoulder up at the counter too. He's fighting back though. Big punch to the gut. Ooh, what a powerbomb variation from Ludwig Kaiser. Gets Sheamus down. No! Sheamus able to kick at that too. Sheamus using the ropes to help him get up. Now clubbing blows right to the lower back of Sheamus. Ludwig Kaiser wasting absolutely no time. But no, Sheamus. Side headlock takedown. Ludwig Kaiser able to roll Sheamus off of him. But he's slow to his feet, looking for a knee drop. Ludwig Kaiser able to get out the way. Spinning European uppercut. Once again, Ludwig Kaiser hitting the ropes. Another uppercut right to the chin of Sheamus. And could this be it? Ludwig Kaiser big right hands. Snap mirror, penalty kick. No! Sheamus not down for the count quite yet. But Sheamus, big elbow to the stomach of Ludwig Kaiser. Irish cross, sending Ludwig Kaiser, the back of Ludwig Kaiser's head right into the turnbuckle. And he's looking for it. He gets a running start. Roll kick into the cover. Now Sheamus has one more obstacle ahead of him. The man that powerbombed him through the canvas to cost him his match against Gunther next week. He has Giovanni Vinci one-on-one. Now if Sheamus wins that match, he gets Gunther at Night of Champions. But to move on, we have our Men's World Championship Tournament match as The Miz takes on Dolph Ziggler. But in our main event, we have our Women's World Championship Tournament match as we have Mercedes Mone taking on Candice LeRae. But up next, we have our Women's World Championship Tournament matchup as we have the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka, taking on NXT upstart Roxanne Perez.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Osaka, Japan, Asuka!
And we already know what Asuka is already capable of as her striking background, and we know how proficient she is with submissions, as we know she can finish you off with the Asuka lock. But Asuka, she's already proved herself. She's as experienced can get. Before coming to WWE, she was working in Japan. But we know once she got to WWE, she was no joke, as she had an undefeated streak. She was a former Royal Rumble winner, a former women's champion, and she's looking to repeat history and win that Women's World Heavyweight Championship.
And from Laredo, Texas, Roxanne Perez.
And Roxanne Perez, similar to Braun Breaker on last week's SmackDown, she's an NXT upstart, a former women's NXT champion, and we know what she's capable of. We should not underestimate Roxanne Perez, because she's a hell of a performer. And this match is underway. This crowd seems to be behind Asuka. But Roxanne Perez coming out the gate with a big dropkick right to the face of Asuka. Another one. She's lighting up Asuka with this rapid fire offense. But Asuka able to put a stop to it with a kick to the gut. But no, Roxanne Perez counters. Big kick to the stomach. And she just mounts on top of her with those big right hands. A loose desk press. Roxanne Perez standing somersault, I believe that is. Into the cover. No. Only getting Asuka down for a 1 count. Asuka rolls out. She nails her with the single leg takedown. Big kick, but no. Asuka able to get out. Oh, Roxanne Perez able to get out the way and nailing Asuka with the big clothesline. Back elbow right to the jaw of Roxanne Perez. Whew. He just dropped her down on her leg into a kick, but she goes into a triangle choke. This action is happening so fast I can't even call it properly. A triangle choke from Asuka, looking to snap the arm of Roxanne Perez. And Roxanne Perez able to get out swiftly, taking Asuka back down to the mat. Roxanne Perez looking to capitalize, but no, Asuka, big kick. Roxanne Perez catches the leg. Irish whip into the turnbuckle. And Asuka using that rope for some assistance, getting some more leverage on that triangle choke, but she has to release the hold. She can't hold it on the ropes. But Asuka wasting no time. Big kicks right to the chest, and she nails her right in the back of the head into the cover. No! Roxanne Perez able to kick out. Roxanne Perez rolling to the outside of the ring, but Asuka allowing her absolutely zero breathing space. Zero time to catch her breath. And as important that could be, Roxanne Perez can still mount some kind of comeback. She dodges the kick right back into the loose desk press, dropping those wild right hands right between the eyes of Asuka. Now Roxanne Perez, wrist lock. She walks her over to the corner. Beautiful arm drag. Now Irish whip into the corner. For another wrist lock into the Hurricane Rana. Such athleticism from Roxanne Perez being shown here. She has her up, impaler DDT. Asuka going headfirst into the canvas. She could be knocked out. No. Asuka gets that shoulder up. Now Asuka able to fight out of the grip of Roxanne Perez. And a beautiful belly-to-belly suplex there. Now Asuka going back to work on that arm. I see she's been working that arm plenty. As earlier, she had that triangle choke on the canvas and against the ropes. Now she's just trying to pull that arm out the socket. She just throws it into the mat and goes back into the triangle choke once again. Now Roxanne Perez looking to fight out. She does. She's able to once again. But for how much longer will she be able to keep on fighting? You know, Asuka, she sees a body part. She's going to continue attacking it. And she has the Black Widow submission in, wrenching back on that arm. She's trying to get all the pressure back. But Roxanne Perez once again, look at the heart drop toe hold. Nails her with the forearm right under the chin. Ooh, brings her right back down to the mat. Drop toe hold from Roxanne Perez. She hits the ropes. Beautiful drop kick. Asuka able to counter Roxanne Perez's strike. Big rights and lefts. Beautiful kicks. Goes under German suplex, dropping Roxanne right on the back of her neck. Now Asuka. Oh, spine buster. And we see she had that hammerlock She dropped Roxanne Perez right on the arm, but no, Roxanne Perez only able to lay down for the count of 2. As we see another big stomp to the arm. Big kicks coming out from Asuka. Big rights, lefts, lighting Roxanne Perez up. And we know the striker that Asuka is. Beautiful. Right to the back of the head. And Asuka keeping the attack on her. She's in control here. But no, I may have spoke too soon because Roxanne Perez able to dodge. And she goes into the crossface. She has that locked in tight. The referee asking Asuka if she wants to give up. Asuka just able to fight out of that crossface. Big kick to the stomach. Running hip attack. She lays into Roxanne Perez with that. 1, 2, no! Roxanne Perez gets that shoulder up. Big slaps. Roxanne Perez able to counter with a hip toss. Now look at Roxanne Perez go. European uppercut. Irish whip again. Oh no, she pulls it back. Drop toe hold. Asuka rolling out the ring wisely. But Roxanne Perez, she's building all the momentum in the world. She's waiting for Asuka to get up. Suicide dive. And the crowd is absolutely loving it here tonight. Roxanne Perez going to the top rope. He's calling Asuka to her feet. No, looking for maybe the knees of Meteora. But Asuka able to get out the way. Big slaps. Takes her down with that kick. Big kicks right to the back. And Asuka once again, big strikes, beautiful combos. Fujiwara armbar. And that arm with Roxanne Perez. Oh, she's getting all the pressure back. She's getting all the pressure back on it. But no, Roxanne Perez able to counter. Beautiful head scissors maneuver. Send it Asuka back. But for how much longer can she hold Asuka back? How much longer before she taps out? Because that arm is being bent in ways it's not supposed to be bent in. But Asuka, once again, with those kicks, right to the back of the head, once again. And Asuka into the triangle choke, once again. And she's getting all the pressure in the world on that arm. Will Asuka be able to finish this match? But Roxanne Perez is fighting for her life. Roxanne Perez wants to move on to that tournament. And she wants to go out on her own terms. Side Russian leg sweep. But Asuka able to dodge once again. Big leg kick. Look at those body shots from Asuka. Right into the armbar. Right into the armbar. And look, Roxanne Perez has no choice but to tap out. But what a valiant effort she put up here tonight. But it just wasn't enough to take down the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka.
Here's your winner,
But tonight we have a Women's World Championship tournament. In our main event, we have Mercedes Mone taking on Candice LeRae. And we have a continuation of the Men's World Championship tournament from last week. We have The Miz taking on Dolph Ziggler. And that match is up next. But no, I'm sorry, up next we're going to hear from Becky Lynch. And we know Becky Lynch last week, she got upset by Io Sky. She was the favorite going into that match, and nobody was expecting her to lose, but she lost. And Becky, she looks a bit frustrated with herself, but she has some words to speak. Maybe an explanation from last week. We do not know yet, but we are yet to find out. Becky Lynch speaks up next. And she is clearly disappointed with herself. She let down. She's probably thinking she let down her fans and let down everyone. But wait, Sonya Deville. She's not even in the Women's Championship tournament. What could she possibly have to say? And she does have a point. Well, with the opportunity part, not the married part. Becky Lynch earned everything she worked for. And oh my God, Becky Lynch firing shots at Sonya Deville. And Becky Lynch challenges, Sonya Deville challenges Becky Lynch to a match next week. Ladies and gentlemen, next week we are going to see Becky Lynch in action, and she'll be taking on Sonya Deville. What a matchup that's going to be. Sonya Deville has the chance to prove herself. She has the chance to upset Becky Lynch once again. But next up, we have our Men's World Championship Tournament match as The Miz takes on Dolph Ziggler. And here comes the showstopper, Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler was once at the top of the company, the top of the world even, but injuries ruined his career. But under this new reboot, he's looking to maybe revive his career and advance in this World Championship tournament. And whoever wins this tournament match will go on to face Gunther next week. And the boos for Miz raining in already, as nobody in the WWE Universe seems to be a fan of The Miz. And Miz can point at the WWE Universe all he wants, but nobody will even waste a breath to cheer this man. He thinks he's a movie star, and he just thinks he's just full of himself all the way. And the universe really wants Dolph Ziggler to maybe somehow shut him up. But we know Miz, as much as people don't like him, you can't deny the fact that he is talented. He once main evented WrestleMania 27 against John Cena. And maybe he's looking to hold the big title just once more. And we can hear the WWE Universe clearly behind Dolph Ziggler. And this matchup is underway. Dolph Ziggler wasting no time. We know his high school wrestling background as he takes the Miz down to the mat. And once again, he takes the Miz down to the mat. And Dolph is telling the Miz to bring it on. Catches the left hand of the Miz. Big body shot from Dolph. Irish whip into the ropes. Ooh, what a power slam. And he dusts his hands off. And I think Dolph is thinking it's too easy for him. And Dolph, another Irish whip into the ropes. Snap German suplex. He sends the Miz out of the ring. And Dolph Ziggler just taunting. And Dolph is just on top of the world right now. Maybe getting flashbacks to 2013 when he was winning world titles. Miz looking for a strike. Dolph Ziggler stops him in his tracks. Beautiful snap mirror. Big knee right to the spine of Dolph Ziggler. But no, he misses with that elbow drop. Miz able to flush him out right there in a beautiful drop kick to the right knee of Dolph Ziggler. What a maneuver there. Spun out into like some kind of reverse DDT and a neck breaker. Now Miz raining down right hand to the face of Dolph Ziggler. And once again, he's raining down the rights. If he doesn't be careful here, Dolph Ziggler is going to be cut open anytime soon. The aggressiveness on those right hands. And the Miz taking Dolph Ziggler to that corner. Quick jabs. Perching Dolph on that top rope. But Dolph able to counter. Big right hands, but no. Miz able to stop him in his tracks. Big chops from the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. And we do know Miz and Ric Flair do have a lot of history, as Miz adopted the figure 4 leg lock from Ric Flair and he uses it as a finishing maneuver. But look at the Miz. He bumps Dolph Ziggler out to the outside. He's just taunting on Dolph. Miz has Dolph on his shoulder, sends him face first into that ring post. And we know Dolph does have a history with concussions. And those shots he took to the head earlier from Miz, and that shot he took from the ring post could mean bad things for Dolph. But Miz, as I said earlier, he adopted that figure 4 leg lock from Ric Flair, and he just has it locked in right now. And he's putting all the pressure he can on that knee of Dolph Ziggler. But Dolph, he's able to reverse the pressure, able to force Miz to release the hold. Famouser! He gets all of it when he catches Miz. Will this be it? No! Dolph Ziggler knocks Miz with the right hand, but Miz catches the leg of Dolph. Knee, neck breaker. That's vintage Miz right there. Now Miz, I think he's looking skull crushing finale. Ooh, no. Dolph Ziggler blocks the left hand from Miz. Zigzag. He nails him. Now Dolph is tuning up the bands. Sweet chin music. And Dolph Ziggler picks up the win on the Miz. what a win for Dolph Ziggler. And he's going to go on to face Gunther next week. I wonder how that matchup is going to go. And in our main event, we have Mercedes Mone taking on Candice LeRae. And what's going on here? Our production team cut back to the ring, and The Miz has a chair, and he bops Dolph Ziggler right over the head with it. And Miz is just a sore loser at this point. There is no reason to be doing this at all. And I think Dolph is cut open. Dolph is cut open. He is bleeding from the head, maybe from all the punishment he took from the ring post to the right hand from Miz. And Miz is just bashing him with the chair. And somebody needs to get out here and stop this. This is unbelievable behavior from The Miz. Over and over again, just bashing Dolph Ziggler with that chair. And oh my goodness. Oh, look at Dolph Ziggler. He can barely stand on his own 2 feet. It's the disrespectful big boot. This is uncomfortable watching. I wonder what else The Miz has planned for Dolph Ziggler. This is absolutely disgusting behavior. Dolph Ziggler doing his best to make it to his feet, but The Miz is not allowing him to do so whatsoever. He's just laying in right into the cut, right into the bloodied area of Dolph Ziggler. Just again and again. This is absolutely unbelievable. The Miz deserves a hefty punishment for this. Dolph Ziggler is trying to fight back, but no, The Miz just turning him inside out with that clothesline. Oh man, look at the disrespect. He picked him up just to take him back to the floor again to lock in that figure 4 leg lock. And Dolph Ziggler, he's in pain. He's slopping around. He has nowhere to go. And this is just unnecessary. This is not needed. Dolph Ziggler, he's tapping out. He wants The Miz to let go. And Miz does let go. But he's still looking to inflict more punishment upon Dolph Ziggler. He turns him around with the right hand. Skull crushing finale. What a vicious beatdown from The Miz. And oh my god, just look at the lifeless body of Dolph Ziggler. This is not a fun sight. But on a lighter tone, next week we have our United States Championship Tournament match between Ricochet and Karrion Kross. Be sure to tune in for that one. And we have our WWE Women's Championship Tournament match as Bayley takes on Cora Jade, another NXT superstar. We've been seeing a lot of them lately. We have Apollo Crews taking on Damian Priest to continue our United States Championship Tournament. And we have a continuation of the Women's Championship Tournament as Natalya takes on Liv Morgan. But in our main event, we have our WWE Championship match. Our WWE Championship Tournament match, as Kenny Omega takes on Drew McIntyre. What a matchup that's going to be. But right now, we are gearing up for our main event between Mercedes Mone and Candice LeRae.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Riverside, California, Candice LeRae.
And we know how seasoned Candice LeRae is. If you aren't familiar with her work on the indies, you could consider her a PWG Hall of Famer. as she fought women and men.
And from Boston, Massachusetts, Mercedes Mone.
And look at her go. She was able to revitalize herself. She became a better version of herself, from Sasha Banks to Mercedes Mone. And with this clean slate she has, she's looking to reign terror upon this Raw Women's division. And this main event is officially underway. Mercedes Mone starting off with big kicks and punches, but Candice LeRae able to block it and go into an enziguri once again, knocking Mercedes Mone right in the back of the head. Big back elbow, bringing Mercedes down to that bottom turnbuckle. She's able to block the kick from Candice LeRae though. Candice, big punch to the gut. She drops down. Look at the leapfrog. Look at the athleticism. Look at her go. DDT. Dropping Mercedes Mone right on her head. And she knocks her to the outside with a clothesline. And Candice LeRae is in firm control here, but she's wasting no time. DDT to the outside. What a maneuver from Candice LeRae. And Candice bringing her back inside the ring, looking to pick up the victory already. Only a count of 2 for Candice. Now Mercedes Mone able to reverse her, but look at this. Candice LeRae not letting Mercedes Mone get a single bit of offense in. She tried to roll her up though, but Mercedes Mone with the backside of her own. And these two are at a stalemate as they look each other in the eye. But no, look, Candice LeRae, look at her quickness. She's just able to catch Mercedes off guard with that back elbow. Big kick, beautiful kick, super kick, nailing Mercedes right in the top of the chin. Or right in the chin, I should say. She's looking to nail Mercedes once again. No! Mercedes Mone able to get out the way. He tosses her ahead of her. She just nails her with the clothesline. But one away from Mercedes Mone to get back in control. Using the apron to deliver that snake eyes maneuver. Sending her right into the barricade. What a way for Mercedes to turn the table though. It was all Candice LeRae for the first few moments of this match. But now, Mercedes Mone just dodges that big dive to the outside, sending Candice LeRae plummeting. She's able to slow the pace down and break down Candice LeRae. Shut down some of that fast-paced offense into the cover. Only a 1 count for Mercedes. He seems surprised it was a 1. But she wastes absolutely 0 time as she hits the ropes. Shining Wizard. And big stomp to that knee. Mercedes just working all around the body of Candice LeRae. You see with the drop kick to the back of the neck right there. Back into the cover. Getting a 2 count this time. Mercedes Mone is definitely making progress. Big forearm. Beautiful moves. Nailing her with a big kick to the back of the head. And Mercedes Mone is now on top. She is taunting. Now these women are back on the outside once again. Mercedes Mone sending Candice LeRae gut first into that announcer's table. And she has her up on her shoulder. Another one. Instead of using the apron for the steakhouse this time, she uses the announce table. And we know traditionally the turnbuckle is used, but when you're in a position like Mercedes Mone, you have to get creative. You have to figure out more ways to damage your opponent. And that's exactly what she's doing right here. Referee up to a count of 6. Both women getting back inside the ring. Mercedes Mone getting Candice LeRae up. Look at her go. She's just taunting right in the face of Candice. That may have been a mistake. Because Candice. No. Big forearm. Has her up. Switching Noku driver. Hooks the leg. No. Candice LeRae able to kick out at the count of 2. And look at the Kawada kicks coming in, nailing Candice LeRae right in the forehead. Oh, look at her go. Back elbow once again. That's that quickness of Candice LeRae. But no. Mercedes catching that forearm. But Candice LeRae catches the forearm right back. Sunset flip powerbomb into the cover. No. Just barely getting that shoulder up. Big leg kick. Out chops raining in. Brain buster. Dropping Mercedes right on the top of her head. Now Mercedes Mone being wrestled down to the canvas in a wicked stepsister stomp. 1, 2, no! Mercedes Mone just able to kick out. And that head of Mercedes Mone just went plummeting down into the canvas. But she's staging a comeback here. She's doing all she can. She Irish whipped Candice LeRae into the... No! Candice LeRae able to come back. Beautiful enziguri. Drop kick on Mercedes Mone is on the floor. Now she gets her up. Back into the corner they go. Big chop. No! Mercedes Mone able to block it. That bankrupt neck breaker. Candice LeRae having no choice but to go to the outside of the ring. But Mercedes Mone wants to keep this inside of the ring. Into the cover. She might have wasted too much time though. No! Only a count of 2. Now Mercedes Mone in control here as she sends Candice LeRae into the turnbuckle. And no, Candice LeRae fighting back. Big kick to the face. DDT out of nowhere. Mercedes Mone trying to get out the ring, but Candice LeRae able to get in the way. Candice LeRae taking her up to that top turnbuckle. Palm strike right to the throat. And oh my god. Avalanche swinging neck breaker. Candice LeRae into the cover. 1, 2, no! Mercedes Mone just able to kick out. Just in the brink of time. And the crowd is absolutely loving it. Candice LeRae wasting absolutely no time, getting right back on the offensive end as she nails Mercedes Mone with a snap suplex. And another one. Now Candice went to the legs, but no, Mercedes able to push her off. Big kicks. Beautiful arm ring. Taking Candice LeRae down to the mat. Now Mercedes going after the leg of Candice. She just sits on the knee. But look at Mercedes Mone suplex, but she holds on. I think she's looking Three Amigos. As we know, Eddie Guerrero is a huge inspiration to her, one of her favorite wrestlers of all time. And she nails her with that Three Amigos. And she kips up. She goes to the top rope. Frog splash. Will this be it for Candice LeRae? No! Candice LeRae just gets that shoulder up. Now Mercedes, big strikes. Now Mercedes snaps suplexes of her own. As you know, Candice LeRae, after she hit that avalanche neck breaker, she was nailing Mercedes with those snap suplexes. But Mercedes battles back and hits her own. Now Mercedes sending Candice LeRae through that middle rope. And I think Mercedes Mone is gonna fly. Tope con Hilo. And the crowd is loving it. Mercedes Mone looking to end Candice LeRae. Landslide. Hooks the leg. No. Candice LeRae still has a lot of fight left in her. And she's showing that right there with the kick right to the side of the head of Mercedes Mone. And she trips her up once again. She's looking for that wicked stepsister. She gets the arms. Big kick. Or should I say big stomp right to the back of the head of Mercedes Mone. And I think she's looking. Oh my goodness. What a moonsault from Candice LeRae. She goes in the cover. Hooks the leg. No! Look at the spirit. Look at the fight. The resiliency of Mercedes Mone. Now back into the corner. But Mercedes Mone counters with a back elbow. Big forearm. What is Mercedes looking for here? Oh my gosh, she's just damn near stretching out Candice LeRae. She's just stepping on her hair and pulling her up. But no, Candice LeRae, we've been seeing those forearm counters all night. These two women are just going back and forth. And look at them go. Mercedes Mone, she has Candice LeRae up. Sit out powerbomb. She drags her to the middle of the ring. Now Mercedes Mone looking to finish this match. But no. Big back elbow from Candice. Pull back Hurricane Rana. Candice LeRae Irish whipping Mercedes Mone into the ropes. But no. Mercedes Mone able to counter with the forearm. Now hits her with the forearm of her own. Backstabber. That big statement submission. That crossface. She has it cinched in. And Candice LeRae has nowhere to go. And she has no choice but to tap out. And Mercedes Mone is able to move on in the Women's Championship Tournament match.
Here is your winner, Mercedes Mone.
And whoever faces Mercedes Mone will be decided next week as Shayna Baszler takes on Carmella. What a match here tonight, as both women showing out, but Mercedes Mone just able to pick up the W.